Anthony, tell me, how do you get about getting gigs?
Getting gigs is harder. In the past, I worked in the folk clubs and the folk festivals, and if you went back, even 10, 15 years, a club would have so many guest nights in a year.
Yeah.
And there would be a fair percentage of the folk scene trying to get those gigs. They would have relationships with club organisers, and the club organisers would have their favourites. But now, because there's so much product, and it's good that there's more product, because there's a lot of young acts coming through, which as a seasoned performer now, I really don't resent them coming through. I think it's time for some of us to make room and make way for that. There are perhaps less guest nights because of the organisational difficulties, and there are more acts trying to get them. So we all have to sort of queue up in a longer sort of bread queue for that situation. You don't just get it by right. There is no substitute for making yourself known to club organisers. There is no substitute either for getting yourself around. I mean, in 1990, I remember going to Penarth to play, I don't know, maybe half a dozen songs on a Wednesday night, and I was back at work the next morning in Liverpool, having had approximately 20 minutes sleep in the car going into work. And it was just, to make that sort of an effort, I think, paid off in the long run.
Yeah.
So, getting gigs is tough. Don't be dispirited, but make sure that your product's good in the first place. Don't go too early, or people won't take you seriously. And don't leave it too late, or they'll forget all that.
No more scented candles, no more complaints about my love handles, no more affairs with those tasty geezers, plucking your legs with my philately tweezers. I keep my white wine in the freezer when Sister Mary Joseph comes round, 'cause she's always gonna come round.